Prostate cancer has a right to exist. Biden's tumor has a right to defend itself. Notes from the edge of the narrative matrix. Joe Biden reportedly has an aggressive form of prostate cancer which has spread to his bones. On this day, we must all stand in solidarity with Biden's cancerous growth. Prostate cancer has a right to exist. Biden's malignant metastatic tumor must be given everything it needs to defend itself from unprovoked attacks by radical oncologists. None of the people wishing Biden well today have ever really stood for anything. Nobody who chides those who are celebrating his cancer diagnosis actually cares about human beings. They inhabit a different moral universe from the rest of us, one where politeness and decorum matter more than human lives. One where it's more important to preserve one's political image in the eyes of the establishment than it is to oppose an active genocide. One where a rude tweet about a blood-soaked monster provokes more outrage than daily footage of children ripped to shreds by Western-supplied munitions. Those who are applauding Biden's tumor today are obviously not saying that cancer is good. They are saying that Biden's victims matter more than the rules of imperial etiquette. They are saying the mountains of human corpses he created matter more than protecting the feelings of those who believe he's a swell guy. They are rejecting the empire's demand that they dehumanize and dismiss all those people who were killed, crippled, displaced, traumatized, and bereaved by the abuses of this fugitive from The Hague in order to demonstrate docility and obedience to their masters. When Biden finally dies, there will be people falling all over themselves to sanctify his image and grieve him as a kind and beneficent leader. And there will be those lining up to piss on his grave. The latter group will be of far greater moral quality than the former, no matter what they try to tell you. Israel has greatly escalated its murderous aggressions in Gaza in its efforts to fully capture the enclave and empty it of its inhabitants. Opposing Israel's Western-backed genocide in Gaza is the bare minimum requirement for anyone to take you seriously on any other issue. In the same way nobody cares what a neo-Nazi thinks about healthcare, or what someone who wants to abolish age of consent laws thinks about taxes. Israel and its apologists permanently lost the argument as soon as they started telling you it's racist to oppose genocide. From that point on, there was no reason to listen to them or engage them in any way. They're trying to tell you that genocide is normal. I repeat, they are trying to tell you that genocide is normal. Reject the mainstream Western worldview. Everything you've been taught about the world is a lie. Saying the U.S. is complicit in the Gaza genocide is like saying Hitler was complicit in the Holocaust. This is the USA's genocide as much as it is Israel's. If you saw one man holding someone down while another man slashes their throat, you wouldn't say you saw one murderer and one complicit bystander. You would say you saw someone being murdered by two men. If you drove your friend to the house of someone you hate, helped him break in, tackled your victim together, handed your friend a knife, held your victim down while your friend slit their throat, and then drove the getaway car and helped your friend dispose of the evidence, nobody would describe you as merely complicit in that crime. If you were caught, you would both be charged with premeditated homicide, and everyone would view you as a murderer. The U.S., and to a lesser extent its Western allies, have been actively participating in this genocide since day one. They've been supplying the weapons. They've been providing military intelligence. They've been backing Israel in the UN. They've been bombing Yemen off and on to stop it from opposing a blockade in an effort to rescue Gaza. They've been providing political and diplomatic cover to ensure that the genocide can continue uninterrupted without any consequences. Israeli military insiders have openly acknowledged that this genocide would have been impossible without Washington's backing. Both Biden and Trump have had the ability to end this nightmare at any time with a single phone call threatening to withhold aid if peace isn't made. Instead of making that call, they have continued, knowingly and actively participating in the crime, holding on to the struggling victim while the knife blade comes down. The argument for the US-led world order is over. It's done. There is no coming back from this. That they would commit history's first live-streamed genocide in full view of the entire world means they cannot be left to lead the world any longer. The globe-spanning power structure that is loosely centralized around Washington must be brought down. Humanity has no future if these monsters are left in charge.